Ricky, when you tell something to give them some confidence and make them feel believable, don't have a smile on your face as do it. Because I can see the shine. I can see the brightness. Your camera needs to be white balance, too. You need a white balance. Unless you've just been hitting up the tanning bed. You fake and bake?
No.
Yeah, so, yeah, you need a white balance, and I need about an hour's worth of makeup on here as I'm... people can't even see right now on YouTube and Facebook. It's like, oh, did we dip to white? Welcome, everybody, in 2822 Sports Night here, as we had mentioned, on Facebook Live, on Instagram. No, not on Instagram. What are we on? Yeah, Facebook, YouTube. We are on the 2822 CTV Now app, which you can download on Amazon, Apple, and Roku. And no matter what you do, no matter what platform you're on or however you get us, guess what? We don't know where the hell LeBron's going. He doesn't know. Does he know? Does he know at this point?
I think based off of what he said today, avoided some questions when asked by the media. So I think he knows. I think he knows right now.
Does the team he's going to know at this point in time?
That I don't know, because we heard things all over today. Pat Riley today was the introductory press conference of Giannis Antetokounmpo going to Miami, and he said, we got one plane landed, and we're trying to land another plane.
What? No, Giannis is wearing number 7, right? So 6 is still available for LeBron.
And then fans were asking Steve Kerr when LeBron's come, and he said,
and there was questions to staff last night too at the ESPYs.
So that I don't know. There's rumors going around that one of I forget LeBron's youngest daughters enrolled at one of the schools in Philadelphia.
It's
so like there's all sorts of rumors going around right now.
When do you think we'll know? Because he didn't give us a time frame.
Yeah, I know, and that's.
He said we won't be waiting long, but I don't know what that means.
Yeah, LeBron. Long for LeBron could be the end of the month. I don't.
Dude is 41 years old and he is hijacking the NBA. There's not a bigger story in sports right now. Do you feel like today more feels like the slowest day of sports than yesterday because we had World Cup yesterday?
Yes.
I mean, we have the first round of the British Open, which I was watching on.
I heard that was a little bit wild.
Yeah. I mean, the weather was also. I mean, I was watching that this afternoon, and went to about 3:30 or so. I mean, we do have baseball back. We have Phillies and Mets going on, one game. But, I mean, we don't have the World Cup, and that game yesterday, yeah.
That was something. 1-0. England was up 1-0 for a while. I think from the middle of I think it was around like the 55th minute, if I'm not mistaken. But they were up 1-0 for a while, and then all of a sudden the 85th minute rolls around. It's boom, boom. And Argentina puts 2 in, one on a corner kick. I think, or was it? No, well, sort of, yes. Messi got the corner, drew 2 people, kicks it middle of the box. Enzo Fernandez hits a laser, and then the header, which really I think got people by surprise. Set piece from the corner. No one marks their man, and all of a sudden it's 2-1 there in England, and that is how they lose. That is how they come to an end.
And I got this today from I was listening to Dan Le Batard show earlier this morning, and this was the stat of the day there. The Argentinian team in the knockout stages has not had the lead in the 90th minute once. Nope. In the knockout stages of the knockout games, when you get to stoppage time, when the game is supposed to end, not once has Argentina had the lead, and they're playing in the finals.
I mean, that tells you all you need to know about this team. And the best part about it is Messi hasn't scored a goal in either of these last two games against Norway or England. He's got 3 assists, though, assisted on both of the goals yesterday and believe one of the goals against Norway.
He's 8 goals, 4 assists in front for the Golden Boot once again. Gonna be the player of the tournament once again. I mean, it's incredible that from the 79th minute on, basically, they're just a different team. They're more conditioned. The passes are crisper. The offense is crisper. And you can put as many as you want back in the box. It does not matter because he was playing with his off foot, too. I mean, that was his right foot. It wasn't his dominant foot that he's making those passes with, that he's controlling the ball with, that he's beating 3 defenders with. It is just a different level of soccer when they are in the last 10 minutes of the game, and you could feel it. I mean, they were hitting posts left and right, let alone the 2 that they did put in the back of the net.
Yeah, they were putting a lot of pressure, and that's what happens. I feel like when you're up 1-0 late in a game, I feel like some teams, if they don't add another goal, they get uber defensive, and that is exactly what England did. And it showed on that first goal against Messi. They sent 2 people at him. It frees up Enzo Fernandez,
who had already been
in the box.
Yeah, I mean, and he had already rifled one at one point in time that just barely missed. And it's not just getting that extra goal. It was like almost as soon as they got that first goal, they went into the defensive 5 in the back setting. And this was a manager that was brought into England to not play this way, to remain aggressive, to not tighten up when the moment gets too big. And I don't think that they did tighten up.
Yeah, no.
They had nothing left, and Messi was like, all right, I still got 15 minutes to go. Like, there's still 15 minutes in this game. I'm fine. Let's play, guys.
And it says a lot that you're leaving a guy over 40. He's playing this whole match.
Kane?
Yeah.
Messi?
Kane and Messi. I mean,
well, Messi's 37.
Well, I mean, again, still pushing 40. You're asking that guy to, some guys are getting subbed off, especially if they're an older player. Messi's still running around like there. He's got fresh legs.
Whoa, hold on. It's not running, though. That's why he can be out there. Because, I mean, that dude, no one walks on the soccer pitch more than Lionel Messi. But it's almost like he's walking with a purpose. You knew where I was. Everything that he does, I mean, he's conserving energy. But no, I'm agreeing with you. Yeah, I mean, he's 37 years old, but he's the freshest guy out there because he's not spending the whole game draining his tanks. He knows when to hit the power button. He knows when to hit the boost button. He knows when to throttle down. And it does look from time to time like he's walking out there, but it's not so much that he's walking because he's dogging it or loafing it, as you would see in the NFL. He's being methodical, and he's breaking the play down, and he's seeing things that no one else can see, and it's why he's open 2 seconds later after it's like 0 to 60. He's 0 to 60.
Yeah, he is, and again, that's why I'm interested to see how Spain plays him, because again, we saw England send 2 people at him every time he got near the top of the box, and eventually that's going to free someone up, and eventually it did, and they took advantage of that opportunity. Is Spain going to play him one-on-one? Because again,
they've dominated Mbappe.
Exactly, and they dominated who's again more physically, I think, imposing. Messi's again all of like 5.
It's my height, my size. Yeah,
he's not a very big person, so that's why I'm interested to see Mbappe, who's again big, strong, fast, could run through or around people. And Messi, as you said, sort of methodical. It sort of tries to break you down more as a defender. And sort of tries to beat you that way instead of, Mbappe, who's skillful in his own right. But again, that Spanish defense really did a number on them, and their ball pressure, I think, is what really determined that. So it's, again, one of the first things I think you're looking for in that game is how they play Messi and how Argentina reacts to the ball pressure that Spain is going to apply. throughout this game and see, as you mentioned, France was constantly moving backwards. Can Argentina get that forward momentum?
Can they get a goal?
Yeah,
I mean, forward momentum. Can they get a goal? I mean, again, this is a Spanish team that's allowed a goal. A goal. One goal. Single goal. The entire tournament.
And again, I think I said earlier this week, defense wins championships, and that's exactly what this Spanish team has done throughout this World Cup. And we'll see again. I know some people aren't happy due to it being Argentina.
How could you not be happy right now? I was having this argument in the newsroom yesterday.
That's why I brought it up.
Oh, you were listening?
Yeah. Well, in the edit,
yeah.
I
listen, I understand. Okay, and the argument was, some people aren't happy with the Final Four, and it's like, how? It's the best 4 teams. It's the number 1 seeds. It's everything that you could ask for, and it was like, no, I'd rather see an African team, Cabo Verde, Mexico, and random 4th team, and it's like, all right, I understand those storylines, but they're not as good as these storylines. I have no dog in the fight. I just want to see amazing storylines, and that's what we've seen.
Yeah, and you're gonna see two of the best here on when Sunday, because Saturday's going to be a good game in itself.
You're going to see the closest thing to a god walking, and then a 19-year-old kid that god touched and gave him his powers and gave him his special ability. I mean, Spain is legit. They are legit.
We had questions earlier about them not having the guy, but
no, they got guys. They got dudes.
They
got a bunch of dudes. I mean, that's a legit team. And the passing, they're not going to be playing in the back end like how England was. They're not going to be just getting the ball in possession and then kicking it as far down the field as possible and hoping that, the clock runs out. Spain is going to possess the ball. Spain's going to put pressure on. Argentina is going to have to play a great, great game. But this is exactly what we said 4 years ago about France. This is exactly what we said when Argentina was playing France, is that France is the better team. They have more power. They have more offense. They got the better midfield. Other than Messi, there's nothing that really you'll say Argentina is, has the advantage in. Well, we've found out that having Messi is the only advantage you need. So we've had this conversation 4 years ago, and Argentina was like, okay, cool. Messi's just going to do his thing.
And again, it also is a time to give this Argentinian supporting cast a little bit more credit, because again, when asked, as we said, Messi hasn't scored a goal, and we know he's assisted. He hasn't scored a goal in these
but it doesn't matter. Okay, he has not scored a goal, yes, but he's been the best player on the pitch, and the reason why Argentina is still playing. There's a reason why after the goal went in, not everyone went and hugged the guy who actually scored the goal. They all ran to the corner and hugged Messi.
Who made the pass.
Yeah,
like both passes came off of his foot. That's what's...
His off foot. Yeah. His off foot. So, I mean, it's going to be really tough for either team, I think, to win in blowout fashion. I think this one goes as close. I mean, the question is, if it's 1-0 Spain in the 80th minute, who's got the advantage?
Again,
if it's 1-0 Spain in the 80th minute, it's like, okay, here comes Argentina.
But again, I'd hope Spain would realize from watching the last 2 games, it's not
one goal's not going to be enough. Two goals was not enough.
No, and who's that against? Was that against Egypt?
Egypt, yeah,
yes, Egypt. So again,
and Cape Verde.
Yes, and Cape Verde. I mean, you've got, if you're Spain, you've realized this Argentinian team, it's a veteran squad. They're not quitting. This is a team that's been down. They're not going to panic when they go down.
No, because they all know, like, okay, cool, we got the best player on the pitch. Like, it's like when you had LeBron and in his prime. It's like, all right, whatever, we got Bron. How much time are we at?
Oh, right, like 15 minutes.
Okay. Hey, well, mark it down. It's like it didn't matter if you're down 29 points or not. You got Jalen Brunson on your team.
It's the fourth
Everything
quarter.
felt fine. Down 29 at home, it doesn't matter.
Well, you weren't happy here in the newsroom that night. I remember you almost turned off the game.
I did. I went home at halftime. I watched the second half at home, but all right. Well, that's a good transition. We're not going to dwell on the Knickerbockers. However, they were the story of the night last night at the SB. So,
Yes, they were.
yeah, they won almost everything. So, all right, we're going to take a little break. And when we get back, we're going to break down the big night that was the SBs. And it's actually pretty good. I watched it for the first time in a while. So, we'll be right back here on 2822 Sports Night CTV app. Did you watch? You watched last night. I mean, you were
Just a
watching
little
a little
bit,
bit here and there. It was a decent show,
Yeah.
right? Better than it had been in years past, I thought, at least.
Yeah, I thought it was a solid.
I'm asking, I guess, am I biased because, I mean, the Knicks and Jalen Brunson won almost everything? Is that the
Looking at
reason
you.
why I appreciated it, or did they put on a good show?
They put on a good show. I mean, I think two things that they also, again, Jalen Brunson won a lot.
And the Knicks won Team of the Year, and
won.
Play of the Year was OG Anunoby, and he had a memorable speech. But, I mean, other than that, I'm trying to think, like, what the memorable moments were. And, I mean, I think the only other memorable moment would be Chloe Kim giving an award to Myles Garrett.
Yes.
They're dating, just so
yeah,
you
no,
know.
no,
Oh,
I
okay.
got that. But yeah, I mean, I guess I saw on social media that they're sort of joking after because Josh Hart wasn't there, and Jalen thanked ESPN for revoking.
No, yeah, Carl Anthony Towns and Jalen both did, yeah.
revoking his credentials.
I mean, listen, I mean that team is a strong team, and they're bringing a lot of people back. And other than Mitch, and again, they replaced him with Andre Drummond. There's talk about Valanciunas coming. We're back in LeBron. Again, we're back to LeBron somehow. The East doesn't matter until LeBron makes his decision. And I'm going to say that, and I'm going to tell you, Ricky, to go to a one-shot of you so I can fix my camera because I keep messing it up. But, yeah, Ricky, does the East matter until LeBron makes a decision?
I think in some regards it does, but whoever gets LeBron, I think if it's the Sixers, they're already finals favorites, but a team like Miami, team like I don't think Boston. I think again it's really Miami, Cleveland. Cleveland would be an interesting place if he goes. I'd be interested to see how they'd put those finals odds if he did go there, because again, Cleveland's a great regular season team, but they do have some notorious playoff droppers on their team. So I think it'd be interesting to see how they'd be viewed as far as what's going to happen there. But ultimately, again, yes, I think in some regards the East is still waiting on LeBron because again, he's such an odds shifter in terms of finals odds and also media attention as well.
Also, are we convinced he's coming to the East?
I think so. Again, I think I've stayed pretty firm.
So
on the Sixers
Warriors are
stance.
out, Nuggets out, Timberwolves out. What do the Warriors do from here if he comes to the East?
Warriors,
Who knows?
I don't know. Warriors really don't have any cap room. I think
No.
if you're the Warriors, you probably just stand pat, really where you're at. 'Cause
With Jimmy and Steph,
yeah, until
and maybe. Well, I don't know if they re-sign Draymond. I think Draymond goes wherever LeBron goes.
I think he'll come back. I know he wants to play with LeBron.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know where Philly would be able to use Draymond, or would have the money for Draymond. More importantly,
I don't think anyone really has money at this point. Again, if you're for Golden State, I think Draymond's.
well, Golden State would have money for Draymond because they'd have bird rights. They'd be able to use certain exceptions and pay him more than any other team because he's been on their team. So I mean that does have an advantage, at least for Golden State, where they can pay him more because he would be re-signing versus signing as a free agent, the way that the CBA works. But again, I mean, it seems like it's down to Miami, Cleveland, Philly. And I wonder, is there just another team out there that we just don't know about, haven't heard about?
I know. Well, Tyrese Halliburton said he reached out to LeBron about joining the Pacers, and he reportedly sent laughing emojis back.
Well, I mean, yeah, but here's the thing. Halliburton was where he broke the news today that he was, Lakers was 8 years, but it'll be fun wherever I landed next, I believe he said. And then he also said that, we won't be waiting for very much longer, but he's not ready to make a decision yet. So if he's not ready to make a decision, that means the decision hasn't been made.
I think it has. I think he knows personally, but
how much do you believe that if the Knicks didn't win a championship, he would have already signed?
I don't think that plays any factor.
But the reason why I asked that is because LeBron is a very calculated person. LeBron is usually has his decisions made months or years in advance. So did he have his decision made and now he had to make a whole new decision, put a whole new game plan in place, as you said, enroll his youngest daughter in a different city school? Like, how much did it really play? Or did he already know and this is all just a show and, everything that Rich Paul says is kind of half-truths?
I think everything Rich Paul, there's a motive behind. I think Rich Paul's very calculated. I don't think he's says stuff
just to say stuff.
I don't think that's Rich Paul's game. I think sort of like LeBron, he's very calculated. He sort of knows that he's playing an angle with everything he says, and there's a reason why he's been so complimentary of the Wizards and their young pieces because they have Anthony Davis.
Yeah. He wants to be complimentary of those young pieces because he wants to raise their trade value. Yeah,
exactly, and he wants to get AD paid. And he knows probably realistically right now, him saying bad things about the Wizards front office, while AD likely isn't going anywhere, isn't going to do him any good. So right now, I think Rich Paul's on a media tour. He's going to say he's everything he says is going to be calculated. But I think LeBron personally, I think his decision has been made. I think he's just playing his cards close to his chest, and he's seeing how things play out. I don't think, personally, I'm not sure if the team knows.
Do you think anyone other than LeBron at this point knows? Do you think there's anyone out there, LeBron and his wife, maybe?
Yeah, I think that's really it in terms of who would know close to him. Because unfortunately, I don't think he's going to tell his son because,
Yeah, but I mean, how much do you believe that he didn't know that Anthony Davis was getting traded?
LeBron?
When Davis got traded from the Lakers, how much do you believe LeBron when he says he had no idea that was coming?
God, did AD get traded before or after Luka?
It was the Luka trade.
Yes,
he got traded for Luka.
At that point in time, I think he knew. Again, I think before Luka got there, it was his team, and I think you don't just make that kind of move for a star without getting some kind of assurance from your best player. Like, okay, pull the trigger.
And especially when Anthony Davis is repped by LeBron and Rich Paul, more or less.
Yes, and again, Rob Pelinka's also an interesting figure in himself in this, but. Yeah, I think in that situation, I think it was LeBron. I think that LeBron knew something was going to go down. He can say, but again, typically when you make a move of that magnitude, LeBron James has always been somehow intermingled in the team's front office. I mean, again,
he's always been. Other than
he was the one who wanted to get Anthony Davis to go trade all of those young. Do you think Rob Pelinka realistically wanted to trade all of those?
It was a good move, but it was a good move. Okay, it was a good move.
It was a good move, but I'm saying at that time, do you think LeBron James, who just comes in here and says, I want AD, well, you have to give up everything you've tanked for, everything you've done for, to just say, we're going to push the chips in on AD, win a championship. Ultimately, again, did work out to some degree there. But I think he does know. I think he did know when they traded AD. But when Luka got here, I think that's when things change. I think they realize, okay, we got Luka. Why are we going to cater to a 40-year-old LeBron James when we've got, a top 5 NBA player now, Luka Doncic here?
I get that, but I mean, the reason why when you first get there you do is because LeBron did it in Cleveland. He said, trade this guy, get me Kevin Love, and then he brought them to 4 straight NBA Finals, winning one of them. So, I mean, that's why you do it. They did it in LA, and guess what? He won them a championship in LA. So it's understandable why you would absolutely do it. So, all right, let's take a quick break here, and then when we get back, we're going to do a little bit. What we've hit so far? We've hit the pitch and we've hit the basketball court, and yet somehow both times it's ended up back at LeBron. So let's try the diamond when we get back and see if we can be LeBron-less for a segment. So we'll be right back here on 2822 Sports Night. All right, Ricky, if we hit the diamond here, is there going to be anyone on the diamond? Is there going to be anyone playing tonight on said diamond? Or are we just going out to have a catch?
I think we're going out to have a nice, relaxing game of catch tonight.
I don't know if it's relaxing, brother. I mean, we might have to have masks on and biosuits and...
I don't know about biosuits.
Yeah, no, not so much biosuits, but definitely do you still have any COVID masks?
Probably find some. I got a bunch in my house.
Did you buy special masks, or did you just use the whatever was around?
No, you typically no, I didn't get the N95. Typically,
No. I didn't buy an N95s. I'm not that guy. I went on UnderArmour.com and bought $45 Under Armour masks.
No. I mean, I used the ones. I used Temple gave us some, which is the Temple logo. They're red.
Oh, that's cool.
So
I bought 4 different color Under Armour masks, spent $200 on masks, and it's like, I don't know where they are anymore. I will never use them again, I'm sure, but they were sweet. They were made by Under Armour. They had the little UA on there. I'm sure they didn't do anything, though, because I bet you just the N95 mask I actually needed. They just look cool and did not protect my house.
No, they didn't.
So, but yeah, as mentioned, I don't know if we're going to have baseball tonight. I really don't.
Oh, not looking like it.
And we're not having it with the Crosscutters because they're not playing in State College. They were supposed to play, but we got the alert that that game is a no-go for this evening due to air. And they mentioned, it says due to air quality. That is the reason why there are no Crosscutters this evening as they were playing at State College. I mean, no Rail Riders anyway because of the break. But, I mean, Mets and Phils, they're on the field, but I don't know if they should be.
We'll find out if they do anything or anything's decided there. I mean, if they first pitch goes off, I assume they're probably going to play it. But, again, it's supposed to hopefully taper off tonight. And
are we going to have issues with Jerry's World? Or not Jerry's World, with MetLife for the weekend?
Hopefully not. Because, again, we were talking to our meteorologist earlier, and he said it's a very hard smoke pattern.
Yeah, day to day. And, I mean, listen, I'm not trying to poo-poo anything at this point in time. Oh, God, I can't. I just said that. I'm old. But I'm not trying to rain down on anyone's parade, but it might sound like rain is going to happen on this weekend and on Scranton's FIFA Fest parade.
Just like it did, I think.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. FIFA Fest might not have been the biggest or best investment here by the city, unfortunately.
Hindsight's 2020.
I mean, yeah, there's nothing you can do. You can't predict the weather, but yeah, they're just 2 really bad weekends. But again, I mean, one was 4th of July weekend, one is the finals weekend. What other weekends were you going to pick?
Yeah.
Just didn't get the weather, unfortunately.
Nope, unfortunately not. So hopefully, again, the rain and smoke hold off. But yeah, it's certainly, as you mentioned, it's
no cutters.
No cutters. It's going to be a slow night
Good thing
So
we got
nice in
athlete of the
sports.
week.
Good thing we have athlete of the week. Good thing we have city practice.
All right, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that actually, because we got nothing to talk about when it comes to baseball, unfortunately. And we already broke down the All-Star game yesterday. So, but there is another All-Star game set, ready to go. I wonder if how this is affecting practices.
That's what I was afraid for yesterday when I was.
Good thing
heading
you got
to
out
these-
yesterday and didn't have to worry about it today.
Yeah, good thing I did get out because I was afraid going there because I'm thinking hopefully they don't cancel because of air quality, which again out of our control, but ended up getting it in. But yeah, I'm not sure. Today's obviously worse than yesterday, so I am curious on how they're doing up there and on up there in Moscow, North Pocono.
Yeah, and do you think the elevation hurts or helps?
From my view, it hurt. Or from the pictures I've seen, I feel like it hurts a little bit more because you're higher up, so the smoke's closer. So
Smoke rises.
Yeah.
So I mean, we should have the game next week, no problem.
Yeah,
in regards to the actual dream game. But do you got both of your things loaded up? Do we got city and county ready to go?
Yes, we do.
All right, where do we want to go first? Who do you want to go to first?
We'll go to county just because I did county first. So.
Okay, so why don't you set it up? Because we got the 92nd annual Dream Game coming up next Wednesday, July 22nd. 5 practices before that, a walkthrough, and our own Ricky Turner got a chance to get out with both the city and the county team. County, going for 3 wins in a row.
6.
Okay, thank you. Please tell me this. Okay, because I was
7.
I was researching, and this is why I couldn't find. There was discrepancy on the 89th game, and one site said city won, one site said county won. So, you know for sure.
I've heard. Yes, I've continuously heard over the past couple of weeks that county's won 6 straight.
6 straight.
Yes, that's what I've
Okay. So that's what I needed to know because that's what I was unsure of. One site said the 89th, and that would have been 3 straight in a row. But it was just I'm trying to find the information because again I'm new here. I'm not trying to make the mistakes, and I apologize. I'm just new here. So okay, go ahead. You set it up as I said. You set it up, and then I talked for 30 seconds.
So yes, had the chance to get out there. First practice for the county as they look to continue that win streak, and it was sort of a learning experience for those athletes and sort of getting to know each other on the first day of practice. It was like the first day of school for these seniors as they prepare for their game against the city on July 22nd.
You know, we're going to get familiar with the rules of the game, of the dream game. You know, there are certain rules put in place defensively, offensively. We're going to make sure the kids understand those, that we got to stay within those rules.
Along with those rules, the players and even the coaches will be adjusting to a new playbook.
I'm a run football guy, and we got 2 quarterbacks that throw the ball a lot, so I'm going to have to get used to it too, not only them, but we'll find a happy medium, and we'll be excited to get started.
The QB's coach was talking about are what looks to be one of the team's strengths, including Mid-Valley QB Brett Yanoski.
We have a lot of talent in the QB room here. We have a lot of talent everywhere. Coaches will get us in the right positions, and we just put the ball up and let our receivers make plays.
One of those wide receivers Yanoski will be targeting is Abington Heights record-breaking wide receiver Gavin Anders.
It's a very cool experience that I get to play with these kids, get to watch them play against me, and now I get to play with them, so it's a great opportunity for everybody to meet new people, play football with other people.
1, 2, 3, hard!
One familiar person who has been watching Brett is his dad, who has played, coached, and reffed in the Dream Game.
Definitely awesome to be able to spend my last game with my dad. Huge thanks to Coach Arthur for letting him come on the staff, even though he's not part of Carbondale. It's a true honor.
For Arthur, though, it's about watching school rivalries turn into lifelong friendships.
These kids will become lifelong friends, I hope. You got Riverside and Old Forge playing together. That's probably the best rivalry in all of sports in the entire area. You got Delaware Valley, Abington. That game every single year is a war. So it'll be nice to coach those kids. It'll be nice to watch them become friends.
Those friends received their jerseys at Sunday's jersey presentation. Reporting for 2822 Sports, I'm Ricky Turner.
I wanted to ask you about that actually because I didn't get a chance with the last night with everything that was going on. What Sunday night? Okay, what's going on with the jersey presentation?
Yes, so it's an annual jersey luncheon. They do, I believe it's in Oliphant at noon. So yes, all the players received their jerseys.
Both teams?
Yes, both teams do. So they emphasized no jeans. It's at a country club, so it's
They emphasize the dress code, is what you're
emphasize
saying.
the dress code.
Okay.
Yes. He said, even the person speaking said, I like wearing, shorts, I like wearing khakis. No, you got to wear slacks and a button-up shirt.
Okay, let me ask you this, though, because we have a dress code here at work. And if you're out on set, I wear a suit every day. I wear a tie every day. Would I get away with? I got 90 or Air Max 24/7s on right now, so these wouldn't count. Are they going to get away with the Jordans? Can kids wear Jordans, or do you have to have the dress shoes on as well?
I'd assume you'd probably have to have dress shoes. I don't know though.
Hey, my Jordans cost more than my dress shoes do.
That's also very true. Yes, typically, basketball shoes, any type of Nike, Under Armour type shoe does cost a little bit.
All right, you wouldn't know because your girlfriend buys them for you. And by the way, she has amazing taste because you come in with fire quite regularly.
No, I have to tell her.
Oh, okay.
She sometimes doesn't support my shoe choices.
Okay, well,
I
you
said I
know
have to-
what? She should because you come in
Yes,
with the fire quite
appreciate
often.
that.
So all right, let's take a little break here. And then when we come back, we're going to meet the city team as well. Ricky,
Yep.
I was on the call today. Football's right around the corner, brother.
Yeah, you had your PA sports directors meeting today.
Yeah, and what do you think it was about? Football.
Probably a lot of football with Penn State around the corner.
Yeah.
Black W there, WTAJ. Riley's probably talking a little bit about the
Black and gold
Nation.
nation. Yeah, and we're trying to get some more love as well to the Philadelphia Eagles fans here in the area. We have
Yes.
heard you. You have mentioned it. Trust me, you are loud, you are proud. We know. So we'll have some more love on that as well. I mean, listen, Little League's right around the corner too.
Very much so. I think that's just over. I think a month and 3 days, August 19th.
I mean, this summer flew by. How?
Yes.
How?
It's getting to that. I don't know. Just again,
Like I got here
typically
in
the saying's time flies when you're having fun, but typically it's no fun. We don't really have too much to cover.
Okay, I've been here for 2 months. Have you not been having fun?
No, I've
I'm
had
ju- I'm-
fun.
I'm just-
Just coverage wise, it's been a little.
We've been busy, man. I came in what was supposed to be a slower time, but I wouldn't say that's necessarily been the case too much. We've been busy, I feel.
NASCAR,
Yeah, Pocono.
just like right after you got here. State playoff, lacrosse, baseball, and softball.
Oh, I
games.
wanted to see that Scranton Abington prep game in the state playoffs. We were close.
We were. Unfortunately, again, I don't remember the last time a lacrosse team around here has gotten out of the quarterfinals.
Okay.
So hopefully we get that sometime.
We were close.
We were.
And I mean,
Both teams were, yeah.
and we didn't even mention that. I mean, Wilkes-Barre Scranton, the Penguins went all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals, furthest that they've been in a long, long time.
Got them. Yeah, hopefully again. Obviously the Rail Riders. Hopefully they pull it together. And
What are we gonna do next summer?
We'll worry about that next.
Yeah.
End of next spring.
Let's get through
Yeah.
football at this point. I mean, we got the high school football show coming up. We got Saturdays with
College.
post game
Yep.
college football on CBS on WYOU. Yeah, you ready to make some picks? Some Big Ten
Can't wait.
picks.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna have picks. We'll have Big Ten picks. You want to do those on Thursday or Friday?
For the Big Ten,
Yeah,
still think.
because we'll have to do NFL picks as well,
Yeah, we should probably do college maybe on Thursday.
and we'll do NFL picks on
NFL
Fridays.
Friday.
Yeah, so we're gonna have picks coming up real soon. Yeah, because again on Fridays we're gonna have high school football.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Jeez, man. Where'd the summer go?
Oh, it's slowly burning away.
Yeah.
Burning
That's not
away.
just the summer. That's everything in this planet, unfortunately.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, at least before we go, we'll have some good baseball, hopefully, and football. And
Hopefully, speaking of good football, of course, caught up with the city.
yeah. We did. We caught up with the city, and we teased that before we left. So let's go ahead and we'll give them as much love as we gave the county, as this will be such a fun game on Wednesday as well.
Yes, it will. It will be a extremely fun game. Caught up with the city. The first padded practice taking place as they look to end the county's 6-game win streak. And to do that, I think they're going to be relying on a lot of big people up front. The pads are on and contact is a full go for Team City.
They're really working hard. With the weather being what it was yesterday, they really put in a good effort. It's nice to see some of these kids that I haven't seen play during the course of the year.
Despite not seeing everyone play, Giorgio did know he had some beef up front.
I'm really impressed by our offensive line. We're really good there.
Among those offensive linemen is 6'7" tackle and Lackawanna College commit Dylan Castor, who is one of 5 North Pocono offensive linemen.
We have a lot of chemistry. We've played years together. We know how to communicate really well. That's the main part of our chemistry. We've been taught to communicate on the line no matter what.
One of the running backs that will be running behind this offensive line is the Trojans' Josiah Gray, who racked up over 1,000 yards and 15 touchdowns this past season.
Our line is going to be amazing, and then we have a bunch of running backs who all went for over 800 yards.
These 5 practices also mean a lot to Gray and the Trojans, who will be practicing on their turf for one last time.
I honestly never thought I'd be stepping back on this field with shoulder pads on. So for me to be able to practice here is like just a rekindling of memories every time I step onto this field with my cleats and shoulder pads on.
This will also be the last time Holy Cross running back Kevin Vincent gets to play under head coach Joe Giorgio and some former teammates.
To be able to play alongside, I used to go to North Pocono, so to be able to play alongside some of my old classmates and just have one last experience and one last hurrah is special.
It will also be an opportunity to pay tribute to a family member who played in this game as well.
To be selected for this is just an honor to be here. My uncle played in this game, and he's no longer with us, so to be able to continue that legacy is really special to me.
The city will be looking to end the county's 6-game win streak on Wednesday, July 22nd. Reporting for 2822 Sports, I'm Ricky Turner.
All right, Ricky. You've been to both teams. You've seen both practices. What can we expect? Are we going to 7 games, or is the streak going to end?
I think the city is gonna have them.
You got the streak ending.
Yes.
Does DraftKings have odds on it? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. All right, so you got the streak ending. Why do you say that?
As much as I love the county's QBs, and I think the county have 3 capable QBs, the city only has 1 QB on their roster right now, which is Lackawanna Trails Tyler Jervis. But God, they've got some size. And
Okay.
I think that's where the county is sort of lacking. They got size, but they don't have a lot of depth there on the offensive line. They don't have a lot of numbers to play with. But I think
Come third, fourth quarter, you think that size is going to
Yes.
lean on them?
I think it's going to be a big day for, as Josiah Gray mentioned, a lot of talent in that running back room for the city. I think they're going to lean a lot on that. Receiving wise, they got some guys out there, but ultimately I think it's going to be a lot of the big people up front. And what was a really talented North Pocono offensive line, they have like 4-5 offensive linemen that are going to be road grading for these these running backs of the city. So yes, I do have the city getting one here.
All right. And we will obviously be there next week, Wednesday, the 22nd. Kickoff is at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Then this is at John
Hens's Veterans Memorial Stadium.
Thank you, because I have been having trouble saying that. I've been calling it the Vet or Memorial Stadium, which I know it is not. I know that's in Philly, or was in Philly. So, no, it's going to be a great game. We're looking forward to it. We'll be there, likely going to be there live at 6 o'clock, and as well, we'll have the highlights for you after the game as we get ready and continue the debate on whether or not it's the unofficial end to the 2025 season or the unofficial beginning to 2026. So we'll get that answered for you come next week. So don't go anywhere. We got how much more time we got?
Got about 5 minutes.
All right, we got about 5 minutes left, so we're going to take one last break, and we will be right back here on 2822 Sports Night. All right, we had mentioned some baseball. We had mentioned cross-cutters not playing today. Phillies do play. Mets start up second half of the season. As we get ready for the second half of the season, what do you think the big move will be? I mean, there's already been some moves, but I'll tell you what, the big move last night in MLB The Show, the Phillies went ahead and traded for Mike Trout, and he won MVP of the World Series.
Wow.
Yeah, they beat the Yankees in 7. My Mets did not qualify for the playoffs, which that's about right. But yeah, they made the move for Trout. You think any way that actually happens in real life? Because I'll tell you what, if Trout waives his no trade clause, it's to go to one team and one team only, and that's going to be the Phillies.
Yeah, I don't think he does that. I think he's
why?
Because I just think the guy's one of those. He's happy not being in the limelight. He's happy. Again, I'm not sure again if he wants to win a championship or not. I think he's hopefully come to terms. It's not.
You're not sure if he wants to. Okay,
well,
if you're not sure if he wants to win a championship or not, do you want him on your team?
Oh yes, I think he's still Mike Trout. I think he still brings. But again, yeah, I'd hope he'd come to terms that the Angels just aren't in contention right now. But yeah, I think he's going to be. I think he's going to be a player that is probably going to be staying put at the deadline, as you mentioned. If he's going to waive his trade clause, realistically, he's probably going to only be for that Philadelphia Phillies squad that is playing some pretty good ball right now and closing in on the NL East lead.
My apologies to the audience here as I'm dying on air in our final segment. I mean, okay, so then if it's not Mike Trout, who do you think the big name that gets moved at this point in time is?
I don't know if this is a big name. I think Mason Miller's probably going to get moved for someone at the deadline.
So you don't think it's Scooble?
If the Pirates were smart, yes, because I don't think they're going to end up paying him. But I think it's certainly
the Tigers. You mean?
Yeah, I think it's certainly a possibility. The Tigers definitely do move him. I think it'd be stupid not to move him because
you didn't say Pirates because you think subconsciously Skeen's going to get moved, do you?
No, I don't think he's getting moved. I think they still have a couple years of control under his deal, and I think. Also, they want to see what's going to play out with this, supposed strike coming in 2027 that may give them a shot at keeping him. But if that doesn't happen, I think, yes, eventually the Pirates will move
on to Skeens. Does Freddie Peralta get moved?
Freddie Peralta.
Mets ace who wants an 8-year deal after this terrible season. Again, he did start the All-Star game last year.
He did, and he was really, really good. I think that was in Cincinnati. Not Cincinnati, Milwaukee.
Yeah, he was a Brewer.
And Milwaukee's just a pitching factory, so they churn out pitchers like it's nothing. But I could
then trade him to the Mets because David Stern overpays them. But go ahead.
That does happen, and yeah, I think I don't know. I honestly don't know what the Mets are doing because again,
they're sellers. It's just how much they sell.
Yeah,
I think some people have them selling Lindor, and that's not happening.
Yeah,
I don't think they're
moving
happen. Lindor.
Obviously, I don't think Soto is going to happen yet.
No, God, I would hope not. No, but you have Peralta at the top of the rotation, and then you have Brooks Raley and AJ Minter. They're both free agents. Those are the big names from New York that are on the board at least. But yeah, no, Tarek Scooble's the name. Mike Trout is out there, and obviously both those would have some connections here in Philadelphia. But Sandy Alcantara possibly, but the Marlins are playing the best team, the best team in baseball at the moment since June. But I don't think they'll have money to re-sign him ultimately a couple of years from now. But it's going to be an interesting second half, especially the way that the Phillies have been playing and how much they've caught up to the Braves.
Yeah, it is, and they're also going to need bullpen help because it was announced today that
Yep.
Brad Keller is out
Yep.
indefinitely with
ICL? ICL or
IC
UCL?
Let me check.
It's one of the CLs.
UCL.
Okay.
Yeah, he's headed to the IL with the
UCL.
Tim.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll see again what happens there. But yes, the Phillies are going to be in need of bullpen arms. As I said, Mason Miller is going to be atop everyone's list with the Padres, as they're expected to be sellers for the first time in a while.
I mean, does that mean Tatis is available?
I think anyone who's available for the right price.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. But yeah, the Padres usually buyers at the trade deadline.
But now they have all of these massive contracts, and
Yes.
you got to wonder how much longer they can pay out these massive contracts.
Exactly. So I think they're going to likely try and move some pieces. Bullpen is always a thing teams are buying at the deadline because that's just how it goes. Everyone needs bullpen help. Arms
Yeah.
get worn down, injuries happen. So bullpen help is going to be at the forefront for a lot of these teams making a playoff push, including the Philadelphia Phillies.
And I mean,
Yankees
the
as well.
problem is every time you look for bullpen help at the trade deadline, you have to overpay for the bullpen help. I mean, that's what ends up happening.
But
so
it just depends on how far you or how confident you are in your team's ability to make a run and how much you're willing to overpay.
well, at this point in time, if I'm Philadelphia, confidence or not, I don't know how much time you have left in this
Exactly.
window. So you got to do what you got to do.
And the Phillies, honestly, their pipeline system is ranked among, I think, the 10 worst in the MLB.
Which does not help. So, all right. So how are we on time?
We're just about finished up here.
All right. Why don't you take us out tonight?
Okay, well, it's been one heck of a night, and tomorrow, got to look forward. Baseball's back.
Unless there's
Officially,
wildfires.
Unless there's wildfires, baseball's back. Back with LeBron watch. Maybe he makes a decision. Maybe either way, we'll be back here talking about it. But everyone, have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow, 8 to 9 p.m. on the CTV app, on YouTube, on Facebook Live here on 2822 Sports Night.
See, there's too many social medias.
Yes, there is very much.